Today I'm in the archives of the Royal Albert Hall, which is this magnificent concert hall in the centre of London, which opened in 1871 during the reign of Queen Victoria. And here we have some pretty exciting objects which give you an insight into that quite remarkable history. So here we have some organ consoles from the organ that was here in 1934. You can see some of these stops, the tuba, the horn. There's all sorts of pieces of furniture here, and in this bucket is something quite remarkable. These are some of the many oyster shells. Thousands of them were discovered in excavations, and these were the oysters that were consumed by the Victorian builders when they were originally working on the site. They would have had one of these oysters as a kind of snack and disposed of these as a bit of rubbish, and they've just been lying under the foundations for all these years. And on the other side we've got a series of building models, so these 3D models which gave the original designers a sense of the space that they were creating. There are some wonderful images here which shows the building being updated over the years. So here's an image from 2000 which shows the statue of Prince Albert, which stands outside, being returned to its plinth. Beside it we've got a lovely image of some repairs to the domed roof, and all sorts of chairs and strange curiosities. This is a particular favourite of mine. This piece of wood is actually part of the original scaffolding from the Victorian era, so quite remarkable that that survived. Here we have some of the box fronts. So these are the original fronts of the boxes. You can see that they appear to be red, but there are some small flecks of blue, and that's some of the original paintwork. So that gives you a sense of the blue colour scheme which was originally here. Now this is very exciting. This is a trumpet, and it dates from 1871. And this trumpet was played during the original ceremony that Queen Victoria attended in 1871. So it's quite exciting to think that this was part of the trumpet fanfare that heralded Queen Victoria's arrival. But the strange thing about this trumpet is that it disappeared for many, many years. We didn't know anything about it until 2015, when it was discovered during a crime investigation. It was discovered in someone's attic in Milton Keynes. So it's good to have the trumpet back here in the archives. Here we have all of the programme covers, so 30,000 are here, including this very special one from 1937, which was designed by Pablo Picasso. In this box we have a seat token, so this is a little token that you would show and that would prove that you had access to that particular seat. And next to it is a rather lovely box key. So this was a key that would give you access to your own private box, and you can see that this one was owned by His Royal Highness the Duke of Cambridge. Here we have some images of some of the celebs over the years. The Beatles, who came here in 1963. You can see them standing outside the building. And talking of other famous musicians, we also have a portrait of Thomas Healey. And Thomas Healey was one of the first musicians to ever play in the Royal Albert Hall. He was a violinist, and he was brought here to perform before it opened so that they could test the acoustics, test the sound. And finally, here are some rather lovely images. So this is the British Medical Association Centenary Dinner, a very grand occasion, and above it we've got a world celebrity concert, also from 1932, and you can see members of the royal family sitting up there in their own private box. So I hope that gives you a sense of the quite remarkable and surprising and varied history of the Royal Albert Hall since it opened in the Victorian period, and perhaps it might inspire you to come and visit yourself.